All right, we're gonna call our August 19th meeting to order. Roll call.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Here.
Mr. Smith?
Here.
Mr. Vacula?
Here.
Mrs. Keefe?
Here. Then we'll do the pledge of allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, does anyone desire to add, delete, or separate any items of the consent agenda as proposed? No? All right, we just need a motion to approve the meeting agenda as presented for the regular board meeting on August 19th, 2024.
Full move. Support.
Roll call.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Vacula?
Yes.
Mrs. Keefe?
Yes, motion carries. I need a motion to approve the minutes of the regular board meeting held on July 15th, 2024.
Smooth. Support.
Roll call.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Miller? Yes. Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Vacula?
Yes.
Mrs. Keefe?
Yes, motion carries. Are there any board members with correspondence? Mr. Carroll, no. Mr. Smola.
I received notice of resignation from Lindsay Abrams from her kitchen position and Jamie Rolka as custodian.
Thank you. Will you continue recognizing our guests and visitors?
And if you guests with us, thank you for being here. Could you please just introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Alex Paulson. I'm the treasurer for 2024-2025 school year for the FFA chapter.
Thank you.
Dr. Dolores Swineford, Jenny Conrad.
You. Seeing that no one has registered to address the board, we'll continue on with Mr. Carroll's financial reports.
Thank you. Out of the stack of papers that you have, the first one is our cash reconciliation. This shows that we are balanced with the banks. Our second one is how we are appropriated. We're still in this weird time frame right now where we have 75% appropriated. Next month, I'll ask that we put our permanent appropriations in, so that'll be coming next month. We have our cash summary. This is every fund that we have and every account broken down, and our POs, our fund balance for each one. So the disbursements that we made through the month of, or for the month of July. And then the first graph that you see there is our any cash balance for the end of July, and then 1 month in, we're only 8% of the way through the fiscal year. So 1 month in, this is how we are showing compared to the forecast. Next page is the payroll and benefits broken down. And then the last page is our income tax collection that we did receive. This is the first 4 for the year. It was up quite a bit compared to our July payment last year at this time. That's all I have. Are any questions? On the financial agenda, there is one donation that we did receive. Also a grant that we need to approve, and then Holy Trinity has a list of obsolete items dating back 10-15 years ago that we just need to approve to destroy.
Awesome, thank you. Any further questions from Mr. Carroll?
Is that because we've heard still?
Through federal grants, then we need permission to dispose of those.
All right, so we'll move right into the financial agenda. Recommended by Brian Carroll, treasurer, to approve the following financial reports that we just went over. To accept the following donation of $100 anonymous donation to the Student Assistance Fund. To approve the following grant and to modify appropriations and amend resources accordingly. The McKinley-Vento Homeless Assistance for $11,309.28. And to approve technology items for disposal from Holy Trinity per their letter dated July 9th, 2024. This time I just need a motion for financial reports and other financial items.
We'll move.
Support.
Question or discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Vacula?
Yes.
Mrs. Keefe?
Yes, motion carries. We'll move on to personnel. We need to accept the following resignations. Lindsay Abrams, cook, effective August 6th. Jamie Rolka, custodian, effective August 16th. We need to offer the following supplemental contract for the 24-25 year pending the completion of all pupil activity permit requirements. Jim Soltowski will rescind football assistant coach, and Chris Massingale, football assistant coach, also quarter contract. We need to approve and request the FMLA leave for Caitlin Adamczyk beginning on August 19th, 2024, and ending on November 4th, 2024. Need to offer the following individuals a non-teaching one-year limited contract effective at the start of the 24-25 school year. Jamie Godey, aide for 4 hours. Julie Duvall, bus driver for 4 hours. We also need to approve Tricia Hylett, school psychologist, as a substitute for 24-25 school year for up to 16 hours per week at the hourly rate of $85, including STRS contributions. We also need to approve the following high school and middle school paid and volunteer event workers for the 24-25 school year. Myri Sanchez and Ella Samola. This time I just need a motion to approve the above listed personnel position.
So moved.
Support.
Question or discussion? Roll call?
Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Smith? Yes. Mr. Vacuum?
Yes.
Mrs. Keeper?
Yes, motion carries. This time we'll move on to other business. I need a motion to authorize the superintendent to enter into agreement with accredited colleges and universities with educational preparation programs for the purpose of allowing the placement of education preparation students in our district schools for the 24-25 school year.
So moved.
Support.
Questions or discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Smith? Yes. Mr. Vacuum?
Yes.
Mrs. Keeper?
Yes, motion carries. I need a motion for the Evergreen Local Board of Education to support the educational option program administered by the Wood County Educational Service Center for the Wood County Juvenile Detention Center and the Juvenile Residential Center of Northwest Ohio and the Wood County Alternative School for the 24-25 school year. The Evergreen Board of Education agrees to pay $88 per student per day for those at the detention center and $96 per student per day for those at the residential center.
So moved.
Support.
Questions or discussion?
This get used often.
We just have it in place if it is.
Thank you.
Roll call?
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Vacuum?
Yes.
Mrs. Keeper?
Yes, motion carries. All right, at this time, we need to put some names in the blanks here. We need to approve somebody as the Evergreen Local Board of Education delegate and someone else as the alternate for the Ohio School Board Association Annual Meeting Capital Conference on November 10th, 2024. All right, I will be the delegate. You're good with being an alternate?
Sure.
Okay.
My 6 years, I was alternate several times, never had to consider us. You should be safe.
Okay, so we'll reread that motion. I need a motion to approve Nora Kiefer as the Evergreen Local Board of Education delegate and Rusty Carr as the Evergreen Local Board of Education alternate. The OSBA annual business meetings at the OSBA Capital Conference on November 10th, 2024.
So moved.
Support.
Questions or discussion? Roll call?
Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Vacuum?
Yes.
Mrs. Keeper?
Yes, motion carries. This time, we need a motion to approve an overnight trip for new Evergreen FFA students to attend the FFA Green Hand Camp in Muskingum, Ohio. Students will learn about FFA opportunities and engage with other FFA members from across the state. Students will depart on September 29th, 24 and return October 1st, 2024. A school van will be used to transport students. Teacher Alexis Howell will be the trip supervisor. Cost of the trip is approximately $120 per student.
Support.
Question or discussion?
The 120 per student, is that FFA is covering that?
I believe so, yes.
Roll call?
Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Miller? Yeah. Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Vacuum?
Yes.
Yeah, motion carries. We need to approve a contract with Toledo Pediatric Speech Therapy LLC to provide speech and language services on behalf of Holy Trinity Catholic School students being served under IDEA during the 24-25 school year. Services will be provided as needed at a cost of $75 per hour, not to exceed $8,100. The expense will be paid from IDEA B funds.
So moved. Support.
Questions or discussion?
This is one of those flow throughs, correct? Thank you.
Roll call?
Mr. Carr,
Yes.
Mr. Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Smith,
Yes.
Mr. Bacula,
Yes.
Mrs. Kiefer.
Yes, motion carries. We need a motion to approve a contract with Toledo Pediatric Speech Therapy LLC to provide speech and language services to Evergreen students being served at LEAP during the 24-25 school year. Services will be provided as needed at a cost of $90 per treatment.
So moved. Support.
Question or discussion? Roll call. Oh, go ahead.
So for Holy Trinity, it's $75 per hour, and for us, it's $90 per treatment.
It's how it's set up with LEAP, how they service the kids there.
Okay.
Roll call.
Mr. Carr,
Yes.
Mr. Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Smith,
Yes.
Mr. Bacula,
Yes.
Mrs. Kiefer.
Yes, motion carries. At this time, Mr. Small, will you take over discussion and information?
Yeah, would like to thank Triple H Farms for their support and donations of the FFA Officers Retreat that took place this summer. And at the last meeting, we didn't have the full board, but we had brought up the state voucher system. I don't know if any of you, I had sent some information, had clicked to receive their daily emails about that. Didn't know if that was something we wanted to revisit or if the board is still good not joining the lawsuit against the state vouchers. So just put it on there as a item, see if anything had changed once you had a little more information or if we are good.
I did sign up for the emails. The list of schools that are supporting it is very large. I guess. I don't know, I kind of talked to Brian and Eric about it already. There's a lot of support for the program already. I don't feel that it's fair that this student stays at Evergreen and they're X amount of money, but if that same student moves and takes that voucher with him, he's almost 3 times, he's worth 3 times more taking that voucher. So I do have a problem with, the voucher system. I don't know if you've looked at any of it. It costs what, $2 a student to enroll and be part of the lawsuit? Do we know what that bottom line, money wise, what that would be if we were to?
$2,400.
To join the lawsuit? In our area, I know Wasion has,
Swanton has, Patrick Henry joined last.
The lawsuit?
yes, and there's bigger area, Toledo Public's part of it, a lot down around Columbus, Delaware, and those ones down there are also part of it.
What does the lawsuit address? Is it
The
just,
constitutionality of vouchers in the state. And they are arguing that they are being treated. It's like deficient to public schools because students attending private and Catholic schools are getting more money per student in the system.
And so the side is, when you take that money to a public or private school, they can deny a student with an IEP. They can deny anybody they want, but here we're getting 1/3 of that money. And we are to give every service
my
necessary.
concern is the third of the money, that part really doesn't seem fair.
Yeah, I mean, and when you look at the numbers, it's almost 1/3, right? Isn't it about?
Yeah.
So, and you know, they don't have to provide those services, taking that child there where we have. And we do provide those services, but we're seeing 1/3 of what.
We're required to do the ones that live in our district, we're not required to do the kids that want to open and enroll.
No, correct. Yeah. But I would never deny.
Yeah.
I mean, an open enroll student that, but. That's kind of where I sit. But
I'm good with joining. I'm good with joining.
do you want to put a motion? Do you want me to write up one now, or do you want to wait until?
There's a template that they give
Yeah.
that if you want to move forward, I'll put it on the
next
agenda
month.
next month.
Okay.
And there's not a hurry, but if we're gonna do it,
Okay.
that'll be the time.
I know they do say there's a court date in October 4th, maybe? Or November 4th, it was a 4th, I know that, and it is with, I wanna say Hillard Schools, that is kind of one of the driving forces, with some of that, so. It's in one of the emails that Eric sent and kind of looks like a school bus. Yeah, on there, if you sign up for it, you'll get emails about it and kind of keep you up to date on it, like where they're at on it and stuff, so. Awesome. All right, do you have anything else, Eric, before I move into reports?
No,
Okay, we have no principal reports tonight. They're all at open houses. They're busy getting ready for Wednesday. So we'll move right to Mr. Smola.
all right, district and building staff meetings were held this morning to start off the school year. Fire Chief Jessica Gear and State Fire Safety Inspector Anthony Bernal presented in order to educate staff on fire codes that directly impact schools and classrooms. Some of the items addressed were wall coverings, power strips, extension cords, appliances, furniture, and material storage. Unfortunately, these regulations will negatively impact some of our classrooms. However, we must comply with the law, so had them in to talk about what we need to do. A video and map have been sent to Evergreen families to illustrate the new traffic pattern for students who do not ride one of our buses. We plan to have plenty of staff and cones to support the new route when school starts on Wednesday to make it a smooth transition there. I want to publicly thank North Star Blue Scope Steel for their donation of the Gaga pit in the middle school in memory of Brody Miller. We appreciate their support of education in our district. And finally, on August 8th, 13 ABC was on campus to do a story on our 911 inform system. The stories aired multiple times and were received positively by our community, and we got some positive feedback from that. Any questions? Go ahead.
Awesome, thank you. Are there any board member questions or concerns? No, all right. Then I just need a motion to adjourn the August 19th, 2024 regular meeting of the Evergreen Local Board of Education.
Support.
All right, roll call.
Yes. Mr. Miller? Yes. Mr. Smith? Yes. Mr. Bacula? Yes.
Yes, motion carried.